1240WGBB.com and 1240 WGBB Freeport.
The views expressed in the following program do not necessarily represent those of the staff, management, or owners of WGBB.
Good evening. Welcome to Late Night Parents. This is Ted Hicks. And around the table, we have a few other special guests.
You know, I don't know if we qualify as guests anymore because this is, what, the fourth in a row, I believe?
But you see how he feels about us. We are guests to him.
We're guests.
So just watch out because it's his show.
It's his show. We're just guests.
Stop.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Stop
Good
it.
evening, Ted. Good evening, Dr. Michele.
How are you guys doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Dr. Reed, how you doing?
I'm good.
Mr.
But
Valdez,
wait
how
a
you
second.
doing?
You Dr. Michele. So we are really getting formal. I am a guest today.
Oh,
So,
stop.
I will not be saying anything further unless I've asked a question.
Oh,
see what you did now, Ted?
You see?
See?
Just a little jokey joke.
Oh.
This is the filler episode.
Yes, it is.
And it's an episode that we don't expect any guests to dial in. Maybe it's because
That's because we are the special guests.
Because we're the special guests. So there will
That's
be
right,
no other
Rich.
guests. It's
That's
just
right.
you and I.
We are the
Maybe.
special guests.
it's
I'll
because there was a short week. Is it
I don't
still
know.
cool to say? Do people say happy belated Thanksgiving?
Well, I haven't
happy
seen
holidays?
either one of you since Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to
I hope
both of you.
enjoyed it.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This is Late Night Parents. Ways you can find us: Late Night Parent, Richie V_NY, Ask Dr. Michele. I won't give out the.
Why not? I am your guest. So please treat me with the
As a
utmost
guest.
respect.
The at DRMC Reed.
That's the special one.
That's the special one. A lot of people don't know about it. But no, all joking aside, we do have special guests in the room
We do.
and would love for Dr. Michele to introduce her.
Oh, my mother decided to come along for the ride.
Hi, Mom.
Mom, how you doing?
And she said, please do not post a picture because I am not dressed for a picture.
Oh, stop.
You look fine for the picture.
You look great.
And you know your daughter, you will be in a picture.
Of course. That's true.
She made the face.
So it's safe to say happy holidays. I guess I don't think there'll be any promos tonight, but I think if I can find the read for how I'm loving Verizon Fios, I'll definitely read it, but maybe not. Want to go around the table and find out how was Thanksgiving, and the big question of the night, if our 710 guest doesn't dial in, is how did you spend your Black Friday?
Thanksgiving vacation week. As you well know, I've been on vacation all week. So,
Yeah.
so
Jump right on in there,
right
Rich.
in there
Just
with that.
rub it in.
2 days of vacation for 9 days off. Love it. No, Thanksgiving was very well. It was reasonably small in the Valdez household. Just the wife and two of my sons. Of course, my middle is out in Texas, but he called in a couple of times. So of course, we spoke. Enjoyed the meal. My wife cooked up the usual festivities and the usual food. It was all good, of course. And otherwise, it was kind of quiet. You know, didn't do too much crazy. Didn't eat too much. Been in the gym like I should be also. So, you know, keeping it normal.
Wait,
Don't
you
go
said
crazy.
you did go to the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Why she look so surprised?
I just said, oh, wow. That's great.
Yes.
So you're on that side of the table with him today.
No, you just gave me the look like you went to the gym. Yes, I did.
That's good. I applaud it because a lot of people, especially during this time of the year, they don't go to the gym.
No,
They don't
thank you,
exercise. Everyone's busy eating and spending time with their family, which is still a positive thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What about you, Dr. Michele? How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, Thanksgiving was very nice. We had company over to our house, my parents, my mother-in-law, and I think everyone had a really good time.
Nice.
We were thoroughly entertained with one of my sons and all his jokes and riddles.
Really?
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
The entertainer in the family. The other entertainer in the family.
No, he's the
He's the-
entertainer. He
Okay.
is the entertainer.
I think he was just implying that you're not only the doctor in the family, but you are the lead entertainer in the family. I don't know. That was just from me. I was just.
But she didn't catch it in a negative way because it
Oh,
wasn't.
okay,
So,
okay,
So
okay.
therefore, now you got her giving me the look.
But let's see, on Black Friday, I'm not really a big shopper.
Right.
Okay.
So what I ended up doing was taking my sons after one of them had basketball practice. We went to go see Almost Christmas, which was a really good movie.
Okay.
Nice.
So we had a good time. And I don't know, did we go? I don't think we. Oh, and then afterwards we went to exercise class
Okay.
that
Okay.
evening.
Good.
Nice.
Black Friday. I didn't do well. I did end up going to the madness that was Best Buy
Oh.
because
Okay.
there was one TV that I had been looking at. They had one 50-inch, 4K.
Okay.
They were advertising it for $199.
So is it
Indoor
really a
only.
big deal as far
Yes.
as going shopping?
Yes, the prices you can get if you're there online. If you're there early, you can get a deal like that on that television, which would have been less than half price. But of course, because things were running late and the store opened at 5, I didn't get there till 6. That special was gone.
Really?
But of course, Ryan, my middle, out in Texas, he's also the big Black Friday guy. He's like, well, I'm not even going to bother trying to be in the store for the other one. I found another one online for $249 there as well. 50-inch, 4K, smart TV, the whole 9 yards. Went there, showed them the ad. They're like, okay. They rang it up first. The price rings up for like 4 something. I'm like, no. Here's the ad. Here's
Oh,
the right
wow.
price. 5 minutes later, they're like, okay, $249. Here you go.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Walked out the door with the TV.
So I guess we'll be coming over your house to watch
Come
some
on
football
over. It's
games
all
and
set
some
up.
basketball games.
You are always welcome.
Now, do you have a Fire Stick?
No, I am a Roku guy.
Okay. I don't have either one of those, but okay.
I don't know. Didn't we discuss those on an episode?
Yeah, we
a few
did.
months ago. Yeah,
We did.
So we'll talk about that again.
Okay.
Because the media sticks are nice to have. If you subscribe to any of the other services, do you subscribe to Netflix?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
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 Well, no, that's actually good because then it almost doesn't matter which device you went with because they all have basically the same things, the subscription services. But again, I would almost say just subscribe to Netflix just for all the content, all the movies that movies that have been released that you can get. They have so much of their own productions now, and so much of their own movies and the shows that they're putting out there. The quality looks good, and if you happen to go with a 4K TV, if you get a new TV, they're putting out all their new content in a higher resolution, and it looks phenomenal.
Oh, so you're pushing for me to go shopping, even though you know I hate to go shopping, so we can get a new TV.
But see, you have that phone in your hand. You can shop right there from that phone and have the TV in your door, at your door, Tuesday.
But I spend so much time on the computer and on the phone. The last thing I want to do is spend money on the phone or the computer.
But all that time you spend working is making that money. You got to do something good with it.
I want to travel.
Okay, I'm with you. No problem. That's fair. More than fair.
Big question is, how do you treat yourself? Do you? Because I'm a firm believer. Now, I could be wrong here, but I usually buy myself one quality gift per year. Now the question is, what do you consider quality?
Well, what do you consider quality?
So I think it was a couple of years ago I got myself this MacBook in
Right.
2014, where I said, this is for me.
Right.
Put it under the tree.
Right.
I wrapped it. I didn't open it until
it
Christmas
said-
Day.
Wait,
To
you
Ted.
wrapped your own gift?
To Ted from Ted.
And you probably should have said, and who is Ted?
Right. And this year I went a lot cheaper and went with a smartwatch
Okay.
for myself. Something.
So wait a second. If you have a smartwatch, is that for exercise purposes?
Partially is for exercise purposes.
And now, do you use it for exercise purposes?
Yes.
When and how often?
Okay, so.
And did you do it
She's
today or this
going
weekend
there.
or for the holiday?
I used it yesterday because the other gift I got was an exercise bike. Ba-dum-bum.
All right.
Wait,
All
that
right,
was
Doc.
the gift for you, from you? Or
No.
the gift to you, from you?
This was kind of really the gift to me from me.
You
But
deserve
I
it.
didn't wait.
Okay.
And I got it actually before this whole Black Friday business or
Got
whatever
it.
like that.
Oh, this is this year.
This is this year.
Oh, wow.
Like
Impressive.
it's at the house now.
Yeah.
You know why he got it?
Why?
Why?
Because he's been around, hanging around with us.
And it's rubbing off?
It is.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Oh
I'll leave
my
that there.
goodness. Yeah,
I'll
okay.
leave that there.
Okay.
Wait, you're not going to agree with us?
Well, partially. So here's the deal. I try to just do one thing for myself each year.
That's a good one.
You know, and it's something I try to keep it under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I don't sit here and tell my wife, "Oh, hey, guess what? I just got myself
Yeah.
this wonderful gift, and you know you won't be able to enjoy it or anything else like that." But I don't. But it's something because the three of us, all work hard, extremely hard, every day.
Okay, so when
All
you
the
say the
time.
three of us, you're talking about the three of us that are here on the show. You with your special guests.
Yes. The three of us at the table at the moment.
The three of us that are partaking in this conversation right now work very hard.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Okay. So I'm just saying that's one of my mottos. I'm not saying that either you guys should adopt it, but
No.
maybe a variation of it,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's something that you're already doing. I don't know.
See, every year, of course, my wife has the dilemma of what to get for me.
Right.
Because I admit my tastes tend to get expensive sometimes.
Okay.
And it's like I don't push for her to get the crazy thing. So she does normally know that, I tend to do the same thing you do. That, okay, I'll buy whatever I want for myself.
Yeah.
She's totally good with it. And then she'll buy whatever else extra. And it's like, okay, that works. But this year, I don't know. I don't really have my eyes on too much this year. Normally, it'll be something computer related.
Mm-hmm.
But machine's running well. I have no need to upgrade that.
Right.
I'm not looking at any new toys or anything like that. Even the TV I just bought, that's in the living room.
Okay.
So,
okay.
all the TVs in the house got moved around. So what was in the living room is now in the bedroom. So we're
Gotcha.
good in there, and we move things around. So I really don't know what it'll be this year. Probably something for the car.
All right.
That's
all
my
right.
guess.
Dr. Michele, the person that, has everything.
What do you get for the doctor who has everything?
I don't know. That's a tough question for Scott.
Yes, it
We
is.
all have everything that we need.
Yes.
But I love to pamper myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So I make sure I get my hair done on a regular basis.
Okay.
And massages. And pedicures.
Okay.
Okay.
Manicures
You
too?
treat yourself to
No,
those.
pedicures.
Just pedicures.
Why not manicures? Too much work.
Well, I
with
have
the
to wash
doctor
my
and all
hands
that.
all the time, so the nail polish doesn't stay, and
Okay.
I have no tolerance for sitting in the nail salon for an hour and a half, 2 hours, waiting for my nail polish
Got you.
to dry. So I'm on to the next project.
All right. Petties,
Plus, I could
petties
be
massages.
outside in my playground, just running around and exercising. You know how that is.
Any big runs this holiday season coming up that you'll be partaking in? I know there's always.
You know
Christmas
what?
runs
That's
and
what
things
I'm
like
thinking
that.
about. I'm really trying to figure out what my next challenge is going to be. I'm not
Okay.
sure yet.
Triathlon.
I might try and do that. I have to
Why not?
brush up on my swimming.
Okay. That's
When I
fair.
say brush up, I'm talking about brush up.
Okay.
put on some wingies, are you saying? And the swimmies? And,
Yeah, I need me some armbands
okay.
for my arms, my legs, my core, find a pair
I'm
of
sure your core
goggles,
is fine with all that running.
face mask,
Oh my goodness.
To jump in the pool. Okay.
in the baby pool.
So I was watching TV, and I received an update from News 12 on my phone, and it mentioned that I guess the Tanger outlet at Deer Park.
Yes, the traffic.
The traffic.
Insane. My son went over there, by the way. But
I want to talk also about the acts of violence across America.
Police getting shot everywhere. Police shooting people, but already they're getting caught and charged rather rapidly these days.
So I mean, at what point do we get this Black Friday business? At what point do we say, you know what? No, I don't want to partake in this. Or if I'm going to partake in it, it's going to be online.
I think that's already started. So I was looking at the news today as well, and they've already come in with the Black Friday numbers. And if my percentages are right, I want to say that as a whole in the brick and mortars, the numbers of sales and people in the locations was down like 5%.
Mm-hmm.
That's all?
But down is, the fact that it was down is something, considering all that we hear about how much noise and how much traffic and incidents happening.
Right.
But the online shopping was up like 20%.
Right.
So the overall numbers are going to be higher, of course. They said that was the most busiest online for Black Friday that there has been yet. And they're expecting this Monday, Cyber Monday, to break all kinds of records.
Oh, wow.
So I think what you're talking about is kind of already happening. People
Okay.
are going more online than they were, to go out to the stores to shop. And as long as the sale is the sale and everyone offers, discounted shipping or pick it up at the store or whatever the case may be, I would think that trend will probably continue.
Because I was hearing, and I don't know, Dr. Michele, if you heard the same thing, number was around $3 billion for this weekend.
I didn't hear the dollar number.
Excluding Cyber Monday.
Wow.
$3 billion.
It's a lot of
So
money.
I don't know. I'm just kind of sick to the core of seeing these videos being played on whatever news show you're watching, local news show or national. It shows, a door opening, people running through, someone getting trampled over.
Yep.
And it's like,
But that's what I'm saying. What is it? What's the purpose? And what are we buying these gifts for? If it's for Christmas, what is your definition of Christmas?
right.
That's true. Or it's just to get that bargain. They've hyped it up so much. You can get this bargain if you show up now and forget that it's a holiday. We'll open at 5 o'clock on Thanksgiving and everything else that they're doing these days.
And then what's the purpose
you
of
make a
celebrating
point.
Thanksgiving if I have to work?
Yeah,
Right.
But then again, I'm thankful that I have a job. But
It goes both ways,
I
sure.
want to spend time with my family.
Right.
Yeah, what do you do?
I mean, and that's a totally different issue right there.
Right.
This stuff that was supposed to happen on Friday is now slipping into Thursday.
Yep.
And slipping into 6 o'clock. I remember a few years ago it was 6 o'clock. Now it's like 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Best Buy was 5 o'clock.
Right. So, I mean, like you said, everyone forgets the real reason for Christmas. I don't know. It just kind of leaves me, and I'm sure both of you with a bad taste in your mouth, where like you see this.
Yep.
So like I went out Friday night. That did technically mean I went out for Black Friday.
Yep.
I went out Friday night to Target, one right by in Westbury.
Yep.
Near the movie theater, across from Famous Dave's.
So wait a second. You were right down the street from the exercise class that I had invited you to go to. And you
when?
told me you had other plans.
When did you invite me to this?
I invite you every week.
When?
7:30 p.m. Next Generation Core Strengthening Class. 7:30.
Okay.
575 Merrick Avenue, Westbury, New York.
You don't have to go there with that. I know where the place is, but maybe our listeners don't. So, I was at. I will answer that question in a second.
I'm going to say nothing.
Just hold that thought.
I'm saying nothing here.
So I'm at this location. It's technically a Black Friday event.
Right.
I went to Target. Guess what for?
For?
My favorite, almond milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it on sale?
Why
No.
Target?
Because when you go to the local store, Target has the best price.
Okay.
Because you go to the local store that you want to support, it's like $4.50.
Okay.
Go to Target, $2.74.
All right, that's worth the gas, I guess.
So, you think?
Yeah, maybe.
So I walked in there. I parked. Parking was fine. So what happened? I get out of the car. I walk in the store. Someone has this oversized TV in their cart, dangling,
Oh no.
and they almost hit me. And I'm like, okay, I said, just stop for a second. I need you to stop. And the guy, for some reason, he listened. He just stopped. He said, okay, I'm sorry, excuse me.
I've just lost my mind here for a moment.
It's like, I just came in here for a container
almond
of
milk.
That's it. And yes, I got the sweetened.
That's okay.
Shut me down for the entire show here.
Stop. Oh, my goodness, Dr. Michele, you said, here's the deal. I know you have these classes, but I always see these nice pictures after the fact. Like, I'll pull up Facebook on Sunday, and I'm like, oh, man, she had the class. So you have it every week. We will be there.
He will be there.
We will be there at an upcoming class.
You know what? If you don't want to take Rich, maybe Linda will come, because Linda had said she wants to come to one of the classes.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry.
She knows the schedule. She knows when. Okay.
Okay.
Friday, 7:30 p.m.
I do see the pictures, but it's like I said, it's always a couple of days later. You guys are really into Facebook. I'm not.
You know what you can do? On your phone, there's a nice calendar feature where you can set a reminder.
Okay.
I'm being very sincere here. This is not funny.
You feel the dagger. The daggers are just out. Just wow. That's okay.
Feature.
That's all you have to do.
I got you. Doc, I will be there.
Okay.
You have my word on it.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
That's good.
And
I think we should probably start for 2017 planning some type of like group outing.
Okay.
Yes. Like to where? What are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
We can do something gradual. It doesn't have to be like a group exercise routine, but something maybe we can see NFL game or NBA.
Got it. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Sounds even better now. And then,
all right, so wait,
you know what we can do?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah, we can go to Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is going to be where this year? Texas?
I didn't mean we were going
Arizona?
We will.
If it's Arizona, we can definitely go. I love Arizona.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the right time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Arizona once.
Oh.
For a tech conference.
And
I don't know. It was all right. It was kind of
I've been
hot.
there 2 or 3 times. But
Yeah?
It was always in the spring. I always went in March or April, and it was really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Who was pitching back then? Man, I remember because we were at the Ritz-Carlton in Arizona for a conference.
Big Willie.
Mm-hmm.
And ran into, I can't remember his name, on the elevator. A pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks at the time. And he was trying to act like he didn't know what we were talking about. It was like, I know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, nah,
No, you don't.
not me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. Never mind. I'm like,
Well,
okay,
fine. Right.
Whatever. Have a great life. But I agree with you. Group outing.
And then I was going to say, April 9th, I believe it's a Sunday, 2017, we're going to have the JFK run/walk on the runway at JFK Airport.
Oh, really?
Really?
They're going to shut down one of the runways?
Mm-hmm. They've been doing this for the past couple of years.
Really?
They shut down one of the runways. You go halfway. There's usually an airplane there. And then there's a water station, and then you head back over to the finish line.
Send a calendar invite for that. I'm telling you. Send the calendar
Send the
invite for that.
I'm going to do it right now.
Telling you I'm not running, but I'll walk.
No, that's fine. That is fine. And it's something like the whole family can go to. And
That's nice.
even kids, you just can't have a stroller on the runway. And depending on which runway they choose, sometimes the plane is flying overhead. Sometimes it's headed towards you and it lands just before it gets to you.
wow.
Sometimes it's parallel to you. But it's a really nice experience.
That would be. Okay, I'm there.
I think registration is only $20.
No problem.
Even better.
No, that's really, really good. So I've been working with behind the scenes with the Brooklyn Nets. What I'm trying to do,
To get tickets.
it's even better than getting tickets.
We're going to do a show there?
No, we're not going to do a show there.
One of them is coming here.
But their D-League team
Yep.
is called the Long Island Nets.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do is put down the breadcrumbs because their D-League team is playing at Barclays this year.
Okay.
But next season,
The Coliseum.
the Coliseum.
Ah.
So I'm like trying to just massage the situation a little bit. So that's one thing. What else? I'm gonna say. Still working with WZEA in Ormond Beach. Spoke with the owners, and we are just trying to work out the T's and C's.
All right.
Oh, good.
Trying to work that out. There's a couple of things we need to discuss. It's just I'm kind of like, okay, I don't agree with you with this, and this. And they kind of told me I can go here, here, and here if I don't like it. And I told them, okay, then great. Let's take this holiday off and let's
return to this. We'll come back to the table.
We'll come back to this in the following week.
The negotiator.
Oh, good.
So that's a piece with that. Where else? There was something else I wanted to bring up. The show, and Rich, I don't know if you've seen this or you heard this, but on Amazon,
Yeah.
the Grand Tour.
I was gonna watch that this week, and for some reason I didn't. But I'm definitely going to.
Okay, they're releasing shows weekly.
Right. It's
So
like the third week now, second or third week.
2 episodes have
Yeah.
been released.
Yeah.
But if you were like, was it Top Gun?
No, Top Gear.
Top Gear. If you're a
Yep.
big fan of
Yeah.
Top Gear,
Yeah.
So I was watching that, and what else is pretty hot on Netflix? 3%?
Yeah. 3%. That one I haven't watched.
It's just released on the
Okay.
25th.
I started watching something called Black Mirror.
Yes.
Interesting show. I mean, obviously,
Yes.
I'm only 2 episodes in, so it looks like it's every episode is a different story completely.
Yes. It's like, I think like an anthology type show, or
I don't know
I'm not
yet
sure.
because again, two episodes in, there is no relation between the 2 episodes
Right,
at all.
exactly.
British show, but it's pretty good.
Yes.
It's pretty good. A little futuristic, and at least one of the episodes has been. But some good storyline there, some good content, and it's in 4K.
And it's in 4K.
So you know what I was thinking? We were talking about Christmas gifts. I think that might be a really good idea that the two of you perhaps would get me Fire Stick or Netflix subscription, so that way I know exactly what shows you're talking about when we go live on the air.
Well, like I said, we're just winging it right now. It's one of those episodes. It's called. I didn't put anything together.
That's okay.
And
So we're gonna go talk more tech that Dr. Michele is gonna be like, what? Amazon, because Ted, you are an Alexa owner. That might be the one thing.
Wait a second, I am too.
all right.
Well, you understand
Raise
why
the
I didn't
roof.
think. All right, good. Well, fine. You know what? Then I'm going to ask you instead, Dr.
Yes.
Michele.
No, go ahead and talk to
No.
him.
No.
I'm trying to do a calendar invite right now.
I know, but no. Now you have to multitask even more. Alexa, what do you use it for? How often do you use it?
Oh, Alexa and I, we talk every day.
Okay.
She wakes me up in the morning. She'll play music for me to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
She'll play music while the boys are doing whatever they're doing. When we played it at Thanksgiving. She did
Okay.
jazz.
Okay.
And then she did some gospel music.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody got a chance to choose what song they wanted to listen to.
Okay.
Okay.
I even used Alexa this afternoon before I came over here.
You have just how
and
many
she'll do
you
sports
have?
if I need sports updates. She does weather for me. Trivia questions.
Okay.
What about jokes? Do you ever ask her jokes?
No, I never asked any jokes.
You should.
I have
hear
Steven
that's
for
pretty
that.
funny.
I have Steven, so I don't need Alexa.
Ask Alexa a joke
Alexa, tell me a joke. And it comes up with all kinds of craziness.
about $1 million in the queue.
Yeah.
You're like, tell me another one. Tell me another one. Primarily for listening to the radio,
Okay.
podcast.
Yep.
Um,
The podcast, does
Yes.
it link into the iTunes podcast catalog, or is it
iTunes, no.
Okay.
Tune in,
All right.
iHeart.
Most of those should be the same. Okay.
Spotify.
All right.
It's non-Apple,
Right.
non-Apple related, and put a smile on your face. I do listen to this show
Oh.
on Alexa,
Alexa.
Oh, really?
Play the
Yeah.
Late Night Parent podcast.
and it just pulls it up, just like that.
Do you have to tell her what date?
No, I just
Or you can say the most recent.
I just say, play the Late Night Parent podcast with featuring Dr. Michele, and it just it just pulls up like the way we have it set up.
Don't look at me. I think an Alexa or an Amazon Dot might be my
Yeah,
treat myself little gift. Like, okay, I want one of those just because.
Yeah.
And the Dot's only. Oh, the Dot did have a special for the Dot, $40.
right. Can't go
Almost
wrong.
Can't turn.
Can't
it
go
down.
wrong.
Wait, do you have Alexa?
No, that's why I'm
Oh,
asking.
you need to have one. I think that would be a nice gift from Ted.
Okay.
You got it. You got it. But it's
And
it's
she's
great.
very affordable, too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mine was a
Yeah.
gift, though.
Oh, that's
Of
even
course.
better. Scott.
No, it wasn't Scott.
Oh.
money bags.
I did not buy the gift for me. I did not put to Dr. Michele from Dr. Michele. Love Dr. Michele.
Love
know?
Dr. Michele.
But the best part about it is putting it under the tree and not touching it.
Right.
And
And you
kinda-
know it's there.
And you know it's there and just
I know it's in the
smarting and
box.
standing over it. And your kid's just looking at you like you've lost your mind. I'm like,
Well,
yeah.
where's our box? Don't worry about your
Don't
box.
worry about your box.
That's my box.
All right. But I don't know. I am at the point right now where, like you said, you were talking about the Fire Sticks
Yep.
and
Chromecast,
Roku and everything else like that. I don't want to say it's too much, but I think I sent out a tweet this week that people are starting to move back to connected TVs. A lot of talk about that. People are moving back to connected TVs, meaning I'm not sure if looking at your movie or video or whatever on your laptop screen or your mobile screen is not, is phasing out. Not hardly, because mobile is here to stay.
Right.
I'm just saying the use of mobile TVs has picked up. Now, maybe it's because of what you were talking about.
Okay.
You can get a TV now that's 4K compatible,
Right.
with the right tools already built in for $200.
Right.
That's your connected
you
TV.
Can't turn that down.
That's your connected TV.
Yeah, and it's, of course, the big old Netflix button right in the middle of the remote.
Right in the
Click on
middle.
it, blink,
And you're there.
log in that first time. Who's watching it? Linda, Rich, the
Right.
boys, all,
Right.
all the connected accounts. It knew I was last watching, and obviously it'll update itself.
Yes.
And it's great. So the Roku came out of the living room now because don't need it.
So here's the
There.
big question. Here's where I haven't gone yet.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a Netflix subscriber.
Yes.
I've been one. But I only pay $9.99.
Same here.
With your $9.99 subscription, does that include the 4K outside of
Yeah.
House
Well,
of Cards and stuff like
yeah,
that?
I mean, it's maybe because the device, it recognized the 4K, capabilities of the device.
Okay.
The whole 4K catalog showed up in the list. You know how when you go
Gotcha.
to Netflix and it shows, what you just watched or you might
Okay.
like, 4K shows was in the list. And
Gotcha.
so it's included.
I think I sent you a text last week that since you have this beautiful 4K TV, you got to watch some type of sporting event.
Yeah, you did. British
Yes.
Premier. I don't know.
English Premier
League. Maybe I didn't see that one. Because I don't know if Optimum broadcasts the 4K screen.
Oh, okay.
I actually found it finally online
Right.
on TV
Right.
today. And I was like, nah, this isn't in 4K. You can tell that way.
I don't know if it's like beIN Sports or I'm not sure, but you got to find that. And more of like the MLB this upcoming season is going to broadcast in 4K.
Okay.
I can't believe NFL is not doing this already.
Now, broadcast over the air broadcasts?
Broadcast over the air broadcast.
See, that brings another thing. I'm actually thinking of attaching a standard antenna, high def antenna to it to see what I pick up.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, everything that technically will look even more clear than what's coming across from Optimum.
Right.
Because, there's no compression or very little
Gotcha.
compression. It's over
Gotcha.
there. Just to see the capabilities.
Gotcha. Well, I want to switch the topic for a second and say, and Dr. Michele had mentioned that this is the time of the year. This is the time of the year that I have to tell you that I guess gym memberships are getting ready to shoot up and everything else. But Dr. Michele, the unhealthy eating that happens during the holiday season and what we pay for it. There was a football player. We all know him. We don't love him. Richie Incognito, who plays for the Buffalo Bills. During this holiday, during this Thanksgiving period right now, at the table, he put on 9.4 pounds.
I didn't hear about that craziness.
For Thanksgiving.
See, that just cannot be good for your body. Not being the doctor at the table.
Right.
Knowing the kind of thing that's got to do to your heart.
Right.
And your liver, all your body, just throwing everything, even if it's not unhealthy food.
Right.
Just piling all in it at one shot, piling that in has got to just overwork all parts of your body.
Wait, over what time period?
I'm guessing between Thursday through Saturday.
But you know what? A lot of that might actually be like fluid retention.
Okay.
Because he's probably eating a lot of salty foods. And as a result, that's probably more so fluid weight.
Okay.
But that doesn't make it any less or
Oh, no, it
better.
doesn't make it any
Yeah,
better.
any less, yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, too much salt is not good because that'll drive up your blood pressure.
Right.
And then he's going to be at an increased risk for having a stroke or heart attack, suddenly dying.
I guess my question right now for you is, if you were eating unhealthily during this past holiday, what should you do? Or what are your best practices on purging or what?
I don't think we want to purge.
Well, I'm just saying, the word purge is a little tough. But what should you do to regulate yourself so that you can pull yourself back to wherever you were before?
Well, I guess you have to realize that this is all short term.
Right.
And now we have to go back to reality because tomorrow is work. And we need to really hone down on our healthier eating habits. So portion control is key. And I think really the key thing, too, is what you're eating and when you're eating it. So let's go back to the habit of having breakfast, lunch, and dinner and drinking our water. Because more times than not, people aren't eating breakfast. And they're barely eating lunch. And when they get home, they're having a whole lot of dinner.
And it's too late. You shouldn't be eating that dinner late. And it just sits on you. Yeah,
that's right, because you're going right to bed within an hour or two of getting home after eating dinner. So really making a commitment to make a change, because what you did was the holidays. So the holidays are not over now because we're going to start with the holiday parties.
Right.
Yeah.
And that just goes on. I mean, for me in our office, it's slow from now to right after January 1st. So there is a serious lull. So anyone who needs to come in and get a checkup,
this is the
best time, because you will not have to wait, because all of your friends out there, they're busy shopping or going to holiday parties. And speaking of holiday parties, if you do go to holiday parties, try and eat before you go to the holiday party so you will not have the tendency to overeat.
Makes sense.
And I encourage you to start off as soon as you get to the holiday party with having a glass or two of water, because that'll cut down what you start to eat.
Okay.
And when you strike up a conversation that you're really enjoying, make sure that it's not right by the table, because otherwise you'll have a tendency to talk and munch. And before you know it, you had a little bit too much to eat.
Okay. I can handle that.
Rich, I think it was maybe 5 or maybe 10 years ago. No, maybe in between that 5 or 10 years, we were at a holiday party.
Wait, who's we?
We. Rich and I were.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Because you said we.
Yeah.
We. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Rich and I.
I'm really feeling cut out.
Oh,
today.
stop. We were at a holiday party. Do you remember the gentleman that drank a little too much and fell down the stairs?
Yes, I do.
Split his head open.
And ruined it for the rest of us.
And ruined it for everyone.
Oh, after that, all the parties were alcohol free?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Someone had a little too much and then actually left the site
Wow.
and took this spill and fall.
Wow.
And cracked his head open.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was okay 6 months later. But
6
still,
months.
6 months later. Had an interesting haircut still, though.
Yeah.
Half of it was, and he had long hair, too, so this half is all shaved off. This half was just long, below his shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like 9 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well, that's why moderation is key.
Yeah,
This is
you're
true.
right.
This is
Don't
true.
get carried away. And I said, if you start with a glass or two of water, that's less that you're going to be drinking. And an even better technique is to have the 2 glasses of water. Then if you want to have something alcoholic, have an alcoholic drink and then have another glass of water.
Smart.
Okay, keep yourself full
Smart.
and diluted.
And hydrated.
And hydrated.
That's
Smart.
the key.
Yeah, we've seen that over the years. It's like great fails. Oh my goodness, just great fails. It's just, I guess every year, you run into that person at the holiday party and you're saying, okay, that's who I don't want to be
Right.
next
Someone
year.
needs to cut this person off.
Yes.
Know your
Yeah.
limit.
Know your limits.
After all this time, you would think, stop.
No, people don't learn.
No, people don't. People don't. I don't know. It's. Ugh. So besides that, with everything that we have going on in our lives, as we start to think about, roughly about a month.
Yep.
Is there one thing that you want to change for the new year, or have you thought about it yet?
Haven't thought about it. I've never been one for the New Year's resolutions thing.
Right.
Because usually that's something you've been putting off or saying, I want to do, and you do it for like the month, and then it's not a part of your life,
Right.
and you just forget it. So I've never been a big one for that. So right now, I would say probably I just want to stick to the plan, the whole exercise, and just staying healthy and keeping that, because that's something that you have to maintain, you have to be attentive to. Because it's
Right.
really easy just to say, I don't feel like going to the gym.
Right.
And once you say that, 4 or 5 days in a row, you're just like, oh man, I haven't been in a week. And, then it gets too easy not to go. So sticking with that is the big thing.
I just notice certain things as you get older, as I get older,
Yeah.
that you can't do anymore. You can't, the stuff that you used to do in moderation where you're like, you know what, maybe I need to cut this out.
Right. Yeah.
And what would you say that would be?
Well,
Uh-oh.
One of the things I have decided to, was to slow down with the alcohol consumption. Slow down with, the watching what you eat.
Have to do it.
You mentioned,
Because we have a tendency, we eat too much.
right.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
No, we really do.
Right. So the tendency of looking at items that, and see about your salt intake,
Yeah.
see about certain things like that.
Yep.
So I have started to look at that. Now, 10 years ago,
Oh, you didn't care?
no,
No, of course not. None of us did 10 years
you were
ago.
made of steel. But I would tell you, sitting across every week from
The doctor?
the good doctor You know,
See,
kind of.
you're rubbing off on him in good ways.
I
See?
know. That's why
So-
he has the smart watch and the stationary bike.
I'm telling you.
And pretty
telling
soon
you.
he's going to be going outside riding his bike.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
They like riding bikes.
It's you know, it just like for me, and you know, I'll just speak for myself.
Yep.
It's like as you see your kids getting older, you're like, man, you know what? I want to be around for the weddings.
Right.
I want to be
Yep.
around for
Yep.
this anniversary. I want to be
Yep.
around for that type of stuff. So that kind of, I don't want to say hard living, but you know,
No, it is just, you know, as we get older, yeah, it's the pounds don't come off nearly as quickly as they used
Right.
to. Your metabolism is slowing down, so you drink those X amount of drinks. If you even drank the same amount, then yeah, the sugars and everything sticks around more, and it has more negative effect on your body and your physiology than it would have when you were 20 something.
right.
And after, it just over time. And then, but the good thing is you recognize it. And at a certain
Right.
point, you say, "All right, yeah, I guess I just need to cut back now." And instead of having that extra plate at Thanksgiving, I just won't do that anymore. Or that third drink, I only have 2 drinks. Or you know, you cut it back a little bit by bit on your own.
You said that 5th drink.
Oh, gosh. He wasn't talking about personal experiences here.
You know,
No, I mean, because even I found, like, over the years, I've changed how I've been eating. So I can't tolerate red meat
Really?
at all.
really.
Yes. And I don't eat any chicken or turkey, but I eat a lot of fish. And
Okay.
bacon is my weakness. So
Okay.
if
I
you
would- go ahead.
give me a piece of bacon, that's my piece of bacon.
I went
Okay.
on a bacon kick this summer.
Oh,
I couldn't explain why.
Bacon is so
the,
good.
the cafeteria at the school is closed during the summer, so then we have to leave the building to go get something to eat. BLTs, so it's not that bad, but I went from like eating none to like 2 or 3 a week.
Wow, that's
For
a
few
lot.
weeks. Yeah, it is.
See, I'm not
It
that
is.
bad with the bacon,
But
but
now
it's every
I'm
now
done.
and then. But I found for Thanksgiving, we had a Cajun turkey
Okay.
and honey baked ham. And I ate it, but
Okay.
it's something that I don't normally eat.
Right.
Okay.
And like a couple of hours later, when I was
You
in
felt it?
bed, I woke up and I was
Really?
nauseous as I don't know what.
Really?
hmm
Wow.
Now, with
And
all
that
the
was my
fish-
body saying that, okay, this is something that you're not used to eating.
Mhm.
And this was probably a bad thing that you did.
You think it was more the ham than the turkey? Or do you?
It was
doesn't
probably
make
a
difference for
combination
you?
of both.
Wow.
It tasted good,
Yeah.
but
There's
it
all that
wasn't for
sugar.
me.
See, now with the fish, do you worry about all the mercury?
No, not really.
Okay.
I stick to my salmon and halibut.
Do you look like specifically for farm raised or naturally caught, wild caught?
I like wild.
Yeah, I mean,
Wild
it's
has a
supposed to
better
be
flavor.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because what they feed the farm raised isn't the nicest at all times. But okay,
Yes. So I think it's key. Moderation is key with anything, and just really being careful what you're eating.
yep. Monitoring it closely, absolutely.
And I didn't hear anything
exercise.
about your 5th drink.
At the Christmas parties,
You know,
You mean the dry parties?
But the best thing about it was any party that we were previously at, we had to take mass transit home.
right?
It wasn't like we were getting behind
No
the wheel.
one's driving.
No one was driving, and you get picked up at the train station, and you
that's
think
it.
about it the next morning
Yeah.
when you wake up. You know, so what's on the agenda for this week?
Work, back to work. One of my guys is out, so I'll be doing a little double duty, but that's okay.
That's not
Nothing
Ted
crazy.
out.
No, not Ted. No, Ted will be there. Ted will be there.
But I am one of his guys, Dr. Michelle.
That's
All
why
right,
I asked.
you know.
I have your
his
back.
guy.
You might still call me your guest, but I have your back.
That's it. Nothing
That's it?
crazy. Yeah. What about you, Dr. Michele? What's going on with you this week?
Well, my boys are in 7th grade, and they are on the basketball team for school.
Okay.
And this is our first year of that, so we
good.
have 2 basketball games.
Are they on the same team? No, they're not.
They
obviously.
are on the same team.
They are. All right, that makes life a little easier because
So
we went through that.
Tuesday and Thursday, Dr. Reed does not have any late nights because her schedule's been modified so she can support her children.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
I remember those days well.
So we had a win today, with their AAU team. So 2 more wins this week. That's what we're looking for.
Go team.
Gotcha.
What about you, Ted? What's going on this week?
It's kind of quiet this week. I mean, going back to work.
You're going to be on your exercise bike.
That's besides the point. That's besides
That
the
should have
point.
been the first thing out of your mouth.
No, that's besides the point. I'm
that's
thinking
a
about,
given.
It's a given.
Well, it's just like I'm thinking about all the extra running around. No, it's not that much running around this week.
No, it shouldn't be.
Outside of
Well, you had kick line today.
I had kick line. So that's on Sundays. Every Sunday.
That's not that bad then.
Until it's over. And
What's-
I don't even know.
What's young Nemo doing?
We are moving to putting him back in swimming.
Oh, very nice.
And he's saying he wants to do football. I'm like,
Okay.
we'll see. But other than that, no, it's quiet. It's a quiet week. Best ways to get in contact with.
Again, you know it, on Twitter, RichieV_NY, or Facebook, The Real Richie V.
And for Dr. Michele, it's AskDr Michele with 1 L. AskDrMichele.com. And we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And to reach the office, it is MS Family Medicine Healthcare, 516-794-2200. That's 516-794-2200. And we're family practice with offices in Garden City and Rosedale, and just dial extension number 8.
All right. And
Perfect.
Ted,
Perfect.
to contact you.
Oh, to contact me? Every Sunday you can show up here. But no, real quickly, Valdez Ted Hicks or Late Night Parent, and we will be back next Sunday with a more formalized type show.
Oh, wait, are you going to be here next Sunday with us?
Next Sunday I'll be here. The following Sunday I won't.
Okay.
Okay?
Start planning.
Start planning.
Free day.
Teachers out.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, have a great week.
You too. Have a
You
good
too,
week.
Ted.
Enjoy.
And thanks again to Brian.
Did not necessarily represent those of the staff, management, or owners of WGBB.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When Dad needed help getting around, I became his driver. Soon enough, it was up to me to be his housekeeper and financial manager, too. When he moved in, I became his cook and even his nurse. But no matter what roles I play, I know I'm still his daughter.
We understand the roles you play. So to help, we created aarp.org/caregiving, where you can connect with experts and other caregivers. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Getting your child home safely
Tap your views together 3 times.
is just a click away.
There's no place like home.
But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size. There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat.
How can I ever thank you enough?
Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Chinese, Spanish, Hindi, Greek. You're listening to the Station of Nations.